What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So, Simone Biles is one of my favorite athletes, y'all. Okay. She has changed the game in regards to taking the time that she needed for her own mental health. When people keep trying to come for her hair, she specifically tells them, don't come, don't try it, right? She is fiercely protective of her husband. And I'm here for it. She knows that she is the greatest of all time. She's not only one of the greatest athletes in gymnastics, but in my opinion, she's one of the most focused and greatest athletes across the board. She does things that are so difficult within her field that they are naming moves after her. And she's trying things that has never been done by any human ever before in history. So, with that being said, of course, we have a little Karen Jr. over here who is in her fifis and her feelings, okay? And NBC News, right? Because I was looking at what article to read to you guys. NBC News decided to write the article about Simone Biles being blocked on social media by a former Olympic teammate who criticized the Paris team's work ethic. Okay. I mean, like, how salty do you have to be a hater from outside the club? Like, try not to be a hater your entire life. Okay. If you're not there putting in the work, if you're not in Paris and just hating from the sidelines, that's not a good look, especially on the World Wide Web, because NBC will drag you too. But let's go ahead and get into it. So, Michaela Skinner, who filled in for Simone Biles and won a vault silver medal at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, faced an apparent clapback from Biles 1 month after she criticized the depth, the work ethic, and the talent of the current US team. She sounds like super mad that she wasn't invited, by the way. Upon winning the gold medal in Tuesday's team final, Biles posted a photo to Instagram with the caption, "Lack of talent, lazy Olympic champions," which appeared to be a reference to the controversial comments that Skinner made during the US Olympic trials, because that's essentially what she said to them, right? So on the left here, this is a quote from Michaela Skinner. She says, quote, "Besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't what it used to be. I mean, obviously, a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic," end quote. But baby girl, you're not on the Paris team. You did win a medal, the silver, in Tokyo. We will give that to you back in 2020. However, you're hating from outside the club. You were not invited back to Paris. Simone was, and you were not. Oh, so Simone captions in her Instagram post, "Lack of talent, lazy Olympic champions," right? With their gold medals, which you have not earned. Now, listen, I haven't earned a silver medal myself, but I wouldn't talk about anybody's work ethic, especially if I was in that sport, if these were my colleagues, right? It's not a good look. It makes her look desperate, salty, bitter, and mad. Like, she sounds real mad that she wasn't invited to Paris. And after reading all of this, I'm sure that none of them wanted to work with her either anyway. And then Simone on the right, she says, "Oop, I've been blocked," and she's cracking up. So Skinner reportedly blocked Simone on social media. And NBC is so messy. It says Skinner did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Not NBC News reaching out. They are so messy. What is going on with journalism nowadays? This is hilarious. It says in a YouTube video that has since been deleted, Skinner shared her live reactions to the 2024 Olympic gymnastics trials in June when the team won the gold on Tuesday. She says, okay, they're just repeating what she said. "I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't what it used to be. Obviously, a lot of girls don't work as hard." These are gold medal winning champions, world champions. They beat everybody in the entire world. This girl is not only salty but and bitter, but she's wrong. Like her assessment is factually incorrect. Simone Biles, Jordan Childs, all these gymnasts literally are the best in the entire world, and they have the gold medals to prove it. Now, in 2020, you were the second best in the world, and I tip my hat, right? But for her to say that they're lazy and they have no work ethic and they're gold medal winners, like try not to be a hater your entire life, okay? Because then you won't get phone calls from NBC News and get dragged all over social media. Though she said Biles was an exception to that observation, Skinner faced swift criticism for disparaging the work ethic of the current team and apologized on social media. She says, quote, "I want to formally apologize to Team USA and our gymnastics community for my comments during my recent YouTube episodes of the gymnastics Olympic trials. It was not my intention to offend or disrespect any of the athletes or take away from their hard work. Your hard work and dedication is paid off, and I congratulate each and every one of you. Upon reflection, I was comparing the MARTA era to the current era." What in the MAGA is going on? Y'all love living in the past. I will bet you $100 that this girl is a Make America Again nostalgic thumping Trump supporter. My goodness. She says, "I am coming to terms that I have not fully dealt with the emotional and verbal abuse I endured under MARTA that perhaps led to my hurtful comments. I take full responsibility for what I said and I deeply apologize. It is most important to me that the sport I love continue down the path of healing and ensures a positive environment for all. I wish you all the very best in Paris. I will be cheering you on. Go Team USA. Love, Michaela." You know, I'm coming to terms with the fact that um, I'm trying to say this as diplomatically as I can. There's a certain type of personality type, I'll say that, right? That has been socialized and conditioned to believe that the rest of the world truly cares about what they say and about what they think. Because Kamala Harris has energized people in a way that I have not seen since Barack Obama. And the people who are used to being put on a pedestal and feeling validated and having that social proof and feeling like their opinions about others matters, even more than facts, they're learning in real time that people are just paying them dust, that they're becoming irrelevant, that the social status that they regarded so highly is becoming null and void. And that's why they're longing for these days of nostalgia, right? Whether it's Michaela talking about the martyr era, whatever, the things aren't, they're not working as hard as the girls used to, which is asinine, or Make America Great Again, right? Living in the past, this whole nostalgic 50s era, trad wife, housewife, where people didn't have autonomy and agency, especially those people of color, or any kind of marginalized communities, whether they're, not able-bodied or not, heterosexual, not Christian, not any of the in groups, right? And none of the dominant groups. If you were outside of this very slim, perimeter, then you were othered. But now the tide is turning, and I'm not even talking about numbers wise, but I'm talking about socially, right? And people are just, I feel like they're having a hard time realizing that the opinions and the thoughts and the beliefs that you had are antiquated, and nobody is checking for your negativity, right? Trump and everybody who thinks like him, I just pay people dust. Like, who has the time, right? And so this is just funny seeing it play out in real time, that she's disparaging these young women who have gone to Paris and won the gold medal. Like, they dedicated their entire life to this. And Simone Biles, not only is she the greatest of all time in terms of her career as a gymnast, but she did what she needed to do for herself, right? She took time off for her mental health. People, of course, attacked her for that. They attacked her for her hair. They attacked her for just existing and excelling as a young Black woman. But I'm just laughing at the whole situation. I just think it's comical because this girl is sitting at home, right? Um, Wishing that she was, I'm sure that she was in Paris competing against the best in the world, but instead she's, conveying that bitterness for everybody to see. And so now she's getting dragged all up and down social media, and NBC, who knew NBC was this messy, is reaching out for a comment. It says she claimed in a deleted video, oh, the Save Sport, an organization forged to prevent abuse in the wake of Larry Nassar, the scandal, was partly responsible for what she described as a decline in the coaching quality in the sport, although she acknowledged positive aspects in its implementation. Yeah, that was horrible. And Simone Biles led the charge in that as well, right, against Larry Nassar and that abuse of that he abused his position as the doctor. That's horrible. Coaches really have to be careful what they say, Skinner said, which some ways are really good, but at the same time, to get to where you need to be in gymnastics, you have to be a little aggressive and intense. Well, you might want to back off being aggressive and intense since you're not competing. At least not in Paris. I don't know if she's going to continue to compete. I know that the age of competition in the past, it was really young. I know that they're older now, but she might want to unpack some of this anger and aggression on a therapist's couch and not on social media. But anyway, you guys, I will link this messy NBC News article in the description box. Let me know your thoughts on Simone Biles, the GOAT. I'm proud of her, standing up not only on the gymnastics mat and killing everything, the competition, but also social media. Anyway, you guys, I will talk with you later. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, aces. Bye.